Bedford! Are you ready? Now, Bedford, you were a lot louder than this last one. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bedford Town Football Club and welcome to Sacrifice Pro presents the legend of the 10 minutes. We have several amazing matches for you this afternoon, including... Ooh, did you notice I brought something out with me? It's rather fetching, isn't it? It's actually a clutch. Yeah. It's the ticking time bomb title, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've had this around for a little while, and unfortunately, no one has been able to claim it, have they? So, as you know, 10-minute time limits. Today is a fatal four-way. Hopefully, someone will be taking us home with them today. Would you like your first match, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, your first match is for the Ticking Time Bomb Championship!
Hello everybody and welcome to Sacrifice Pro Chapter 35, the legend of the 10 minutes. It's the Mastermind Ollie Spring, joined as always by TJ Lee and Tej. Ticking time bomb time.
This is your first competitor, representing the 8-7. This is the Nigerian Kaiju, Warren!
And you can't get a better start to a show than the ticking time bomb match and a better starting competitor than Warren Banks, the wrestler of wrestlers right now in the UK. No one more in demand, no one more on it, no one more athletically gifted, but he has a murderer's road to go through in this time bomb match.
And folks, for those of you unfamiliar with the ticking time bomb rules, every time bomb match has a 10-minute time limit. If it is not won by a pinfall or submission inside that 10 minutes, it is vacated. Nobody holds the belt.
Introducing competitor number 2. This is the protagonist, Hustle Malone!
Hustle Malone is definitely someone you want to keep every pair of eyes on as possible in this room, because you never know what he's going to do. You never know what he's going to say. Easily, I would argue, the most dangerous competitor that Sacrifice has ever seen, because he has the ability to change and mold and grow, and this iteration, the protagonist, is easily the most deadly. A champion in other promotions and looking to be one here once again.
Of course, in the ticking time bomb championship matches, if nobody wins, those two competitors, they roll over to the next match, and we add another component. Very first challenge for that belt was Hustle Malone and Payne.
Feels like so long ago now, doesn't it?
So long ago. But we still haven't had a winner, so things just keep on rolling. Warren Banks was added to the mix. And then it was last time out here in Bedford that Chase Williams made himself known and threw his name into the hat. One of these four men could become the first ever ticking time bomb champion.
Well, this journey began over 6 months ago, and we're still uncrowned, but the talent just keeps stacking. And when you talk about talent, you must talk about the inaugural Ultimate Sacrifice champion, Payne. Again, another man who knows how to evolve and shift. Every one of these competitors brings something different to the table. Where Warren Banks brings athleticism, Hustle Malone brings calculation. I would argue Payne brings passion and technique.
Every single man in this match, a former Ultimate Sacrifice champion. You could argue Tej, the cornerstones of this company, of this family that we've built. if we were doing a Mount Rushmore of sacrifice, we're about to see the faces.
100%.
And Teej has been 798 days since we last saw this man in a sacrifice ring. It was the Rumble in January of 2020 before the world, well, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
And now we welcome back the first ever Saints of Sacrifice Tag Champion and former two-time Ultimate Sacrifice Champion, Chase Williams.
And Chase coming out, obviously, a former blood brother of Hustle Malone. A lot of history there with Team Man. And something worth noting for those of you at home who may be new to Sacrifice, every single one of these men has held gold in Sacrifice at one point or another. So if you want to have a starting crew for the Ticket Time Bomb Championship, you couldn't pick a better group than these four men.
As I said, the cornerstones of this promotion. All four men have sacrificed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Ticking Time Bomb Championship match with a 10-minute time limit. The first person to get a pinfall or submission will be declared your inaugural Ticking Time Bomb Champion!
There we go, ring the bell.
Here we go, folks.
Clock started.
Clock is literally ticking, and this is the thing, Teach. This is unprecedented waters we are in right now. We have seen a one-on-one time bomb match. You've seen a triple threat. This is the first ever fatal four-way ticking time bomb match.
I would argue that the benefit of doing this over and over again is that Hustle Malone and Kuiper in particular, they're used to this now. They've been down this road. Nice. And because of that, it gives them a little bit of advantage in knowing that they have to kind of expend all that energy. You know, they don't have to pace themselves. They really need to kind of go home. They need to kind of like throw everything in the kitchen sink and go home with that belt. They need to. They feel the need.
Quick roll up, one. Turn again. And this is the thing, Teach. This is such a strange environment for all four men because you can't afford to feel out your opponent. You have to grab the bull by the horns and you have to go for it.
I mean, if any of these guys...
Painkiller. Rolls through, jackknife pin, one, two.
Each of these men wants to win gold again in Sacrifice. They don't want to go home empty-handed, and you know they've got to push pedal to the metal here. Oh, big shot, keeping Warren Max out. That's smart from Kai.
Irish whip.
Traversal.
Into the corner. Kai floats up and over.
Oh, but Warren Banks right there. See something. Oh!
Warren Banks goes straight after Kai. Hustle Malone after Chase Williams. You know the history between Hustle Malone and Chase.
Well, the first title defense that Kai ever had as Ultimate Sacrifice Champion was against Warren Banks, so there's a lot of history there as well.
Hustle Malone and Warren Banks, former tag champs up at Hope.
Of course, Hustle Malone, a young Lions champion at UBW as well. There's a lot of prestige these men bring to this contest.
This match already spilling outside. We've got fights over by the bar, over by the entrance.
Oh, and putting Hustle Malone's head in the bin. Literally getting the bin for Chase Williams there.
Who's got a chair I can jump off?
Oh, paper cuts.
Oh, and paper cuts by the bar, but Kai and Warren Banks just brawling out in the middle of the crowd.
Oh, and up on a chair. Down goes Kai there. Axe handle slap. That was nasty. A little smash there.
Oh, this is a brawl right now. And now all four men slowly drifting back to the ring.
7 minutes remaining.
And can they really afford to be taking this time, Teach, to brawl like this? Surely the match has to happen inside the ring. And it seems like they've switched partners.
And go back to the bar. Big shot.
Well, Warren Banks, Chase Williams fighting in the crowd. Now we've got Kai and Hustle.
Bring it over to our announce desk. Whoa.
We're just
calling the match. And big shot. Split attention for the crowd while Banks and Williams fight. Over by the ring, we got Kai and Hustle Malone. Oh, Hustle Malone with Kai on his shoulders. Fireman's carry over. I think one of them needs to get back in the ring.
It's just Hustle using Kai Payne as a weapon, takes down Chase Williams.
Despite protests, yeah. And I think he's a bit dizzy. Big shot.
We've only got, we've got 4 minutes gone and not even close. Oh, and Warren Banks has got a
Watch
pin.
out. Big shot.
Just I thought that was, for a second I thought that was a fan. It was just Chase Williams taking a seat.
And Warren Banks just casually walking away. Oh, big shot.
Super kick to Chase.
And one for Kai as well. This is the big section, yeah. This is just breaking down. It's hard to keep track of everything. We can only see so much. But there's Warren Banks rallying the crowd. Kai Payne prone in his seat, goes forward. Oh, misses.
Nobody home and
5 minutes remaining.
Halfway through,
Hustle,
man.
no doubt that every man in this match has taken up a world of it.
Drive by.
Crimp kick. We haven't seen one of those for a while.
So long I forgot the name for a minute there. Crimp kick, nasty shot. And Hustle Malone out of this for a moment, and it's back up again, and just to take more shots.
Oh, and Kai and Chase just bouncing Hustle Malone between them like a pinball. Hustle Malone getting out of dodge.
And that's that thing about Hustle Malone. You never know what he's going to do, but you know it's going to be nasty. Hustle, Fireman's carry on Chase. Drops him. Kai safely escorting the bartender.
What a guy. What a hero. Oh, this match, I mean, Teach, we knew.
4 minutes.
We knew this match was going to be chaotic, but obviously this is uncharted waters.
Yeah.
We've never seen a match like this, and now things back in the ring, at least for Kai and Hustle, the first two competitors.
But with 3/4 of the match gone, there's not a lot of time to take an advantage and get a dub. Second rope, high risk, high reward. I don't think he realizes that Warren Banks and Chase Williams are in, and denied by Hustle Malone.
Looking to fight back. Perched up on that top rope, precarious position. Kai Payne goes down. Oh, leaping shot from Chase Williams.
And there's got to be some sweet revenge for Chase. As we said, a lot of history. Oh boy. That's 2/3 of this match gone. Oh boy.
Looking for a superplex, and the cogs turning in the mind of Warren Banks.
The Nigerian Kaiju. He's going to want to make something happen here. Denied though.
All 4 men just battling for their lives right now.
This time, baby.
Oh no.
And Kai Payne being picked up. Oh, buckle bomb from Banks. Oh, leaping knee. And Hustle Malone comes back in.
But that's that smart veteran instinct.
Here we go, 1, 2.
Oh,
shoulder
so
off.
close.
Chase coming in, flying in at the last moment as well.
And this is what we talk about, Hustle Malone, the opportunist. But Chase Williams knows Hustle Malone so well. Even as their enemies, they're so in sync.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left, Teej.
Floats over.
This is where the pressure mounts. This is where...
Brainmaker!
Through the ropes. Nowhere for Chase Williams to go. Pulls him round.
Goes for another.
Oh, ducks
misses it.
off the ropes. Oh! Forearm to the back of the head. Springs up.
Very nice.
It's the schoolboy. Rolls him through.
Denied the kick.
Oh, rolling boot.
1, 2. And again, this is what you got to do. You got to get the weaker guy out. Take advantage where you can. Chaos elbow.
Picture perfect.
1, 2.
Kick out.
Gut check. Hustle Malone in.
Oh, stunner.
Springboard stunner. Very nice. And a instead of a Brainmaker, went for a
Rainmaker. 1,
yeah. 2. And there's Warren Banks.
Banks with a huge back senton.
And I would have to agree with the crowd. This is a fantastic opening contest, showcasing the importance of the ticking Time Bomb Championship and how badly these men want it.
We've got, went for a bullet vehicle, sunset flip.
1. Oh no, grabs the legs.
Oh, into the submission. Into the submission.
Go for that crab.
Oh, now Chase.
Oh, go for the crossface.
Cross
Double
chase.
submission.
Cross chase. And the...
oh man, there's less than 30 seconds on the clock.
if someone taps.
9. We're coming down to the wire. Both men holding each other's hands.
Is anyone going to tap?
4,
3,
2, 1.
Wow. And that is it, folks. Still no champion crowned. Again. And Tej, ultimately that means now we've got to wait till June.
Therefore, this match is a draw.
And, you know, obviously...
Draw, the ticking time.
No. 5 more minutes.
Obviously, it's disappointing. We want to see a champion crown after half a year.
This is the rules, guys. You knew what you signed up for.
And the crowd firmly behind it and giving a standing ovation, but... Oh, wait, I know that music. That's my commentary partner from the last show, UBW's general manager.
And now our new GM.
Chase Anthony might have something to say about this.
Big time Chase Anthony coming out here. Could be about to make his first decree as our GM.
Well, he's holding the belt in his hands. He must have something planned, Ollie. Let's see what he's got to say.
What a match! What a way to kick off Sacrifice Pro Wrestling! I'm sorry to interrupt your intimate moment you were having, guys, but it looks like this is a situation that needs a little authority. But bear with me just 1 second. Bedford, would you please make some noise? I know there's a few dumbfounded faces out there that want to know what's going on. So for those of you who haven't paid attention on social media, my name is Chase Anthony, and I am the new commissioner of Sacrifice Pro Wrestling. And do you guys want to stay in the building? Because I'll put you out both real fast. For weeks since I have been announced as the commissioner, I've been deliberating what will be my first order of business in Sacrifice Pro. But you four have just made my job a whole lot more easy. You see, for the past 7 months, I know what's been going on. Ticking time bomb match after ticking time bomb match. 10 minutes after 10 minutes, a new opponent, and we're still not getting anywhere. And I say, this is a new era for Sacrifice. This is a special weekend for wrestling, and it stops here tonight. I, before being commissioner, am a wrestling fan. And as a wrestling fan, I want to see a new ticking time bomb champion tonight. But I'll tell you what. But I'm going to keep it fair. I've given my opinion. I've heard some of your opinions. Let's get a bit of market research done. My new friend and ring announcer Chris Pugh, would you like to announce a new ticking time bomb champion tonight?
Oh, hell yeah!
Nick, smartest dressed referee in the business, would you like to raise the arm of a new ticking time bomb champion tonight? And Bedford, new friends and fellow wrestling fans, do you want to see a new ticking time bomb champion tonight? Then this is what is going to happen. My first order of business is that the main event has changed. You see, in the main event tonight, it will be Chase Williams, nice first name by the way, big fan. It will be Hustle Malone. It will be Warren Banks. And it will be, don't you go anywhere, Payne. And a mystery fifth opponent of my choosing. In a ticking time bomb 5-way match. So you four, I suggest you go backstage, rest up, have an orange slice. Why not say eat your vitamins and say your prayers? I don't care. But in the main event, I want to see you four out here again with the fifth opponent, because this is a new era for Sacrifice Pro Wrestling. And we will have a new ticking time bomb champion tonight!
Well, there you have it, folks. New ticking time bomb match added to the card. I mean, teacher, it says card subject to change after all, right?
Yeah, it's very true. These things do happen, and you know what? I welcome someone controlling things a little bit and making swift decisions like that, because we do need a champion. It is a special weekend, and surprises are aplenty. So, yeah, that's it, folks. Our new main event. It is going to be a 5-way for that ticking time bomb championship, and I don't know about you, Ollie, but I feel like we might see a champion tonight.
Oh, I mean, I'm starting to wonder, you know, I'm starting to wonder.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of your first match? After last month's shenanigans with a bit of authority from each of the wrestlers in here, it's nice to have an authority figure, is it not? Now, we've heard of the change to our main event. Are you looking forward to crowning, we hope, a new champion tonight? But with that being said, would you like another match? Oh, you're going quiet again, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like another match? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles match, and is a semi-final contest in the Coburn Cup. And it is for the Sacrifice Pro Loserweight Championship!
So, Tej, huge implications already tonight, and this next match is no exception. Loserweight Championship on the line, and the place in the Coburn Cup on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is your current Sacrifice Pro Loserweight Champion. This is the Truman Roswell.
So I think something we need to sort of mention about Truman Roswell that was brought up at the last show, he is also the UBW British Heavyweight Champion, and while he is the Loserweight Champion, it would be wrong to discount or overlook him. He might have some theories about things, he might have some things that I personally think are true, and a lot that aren't. But the one thing that I'm starting to feel is that he is getting a bit of an unfair treatment. I mean, you know, his friend was meant to be with him a few months ago and kind of messed him around a little bit, and it hurt his feelings, and he made that clear to management. And he feels like he's getting the short end of the stick here a little bit.
I'll say regardless, remember where you are, I would say. It doesn't matter what you do elsewhere, but right here in Sacrifice, it doesn't matter what UBW belts you hold. Essentially, that Loserweight Championship is in the possession of Truman Roswell. And of course, if he beats Jackson Hart tonight, well, that belt changes hands.
He is one half of the Thunder Express. This is Jackson Hart.
And Jackson Hart definitely the underdog here, but that doesn't discount him, and certainly doesn't mean he can't pull off the upset here against the more experienced Truman Roswell. This kid works so hard, is in phenomenal shape, and has the right mindset when approaching a match of this caliber. And it is a semi-final match. He knows the gravity of the situation. Oh, distraction for the ref.
And Truman Roswell just not wasting any time. Hooks in Jackson Hart, picks him up. Scoop slam. One, two. And you just see the sense of urgency from Truman Roswell.
Yeah, he's desperate to get that belt off of him. Of course, folks, you are a Loserweight champion until you can get a victory in a contest in Sacrifice Pro, and unfortunately, Truman has not been victorious in quite some time.
Jackson Hart lands on his feet. Big uppercut. And a forearm.
And another one. Oh! Return fire from Truman. And that mindset of just trying to get that belt out of his sight is probably the right way to go about it. He's got to be desperate. He's got to be hungry.
Floats up and over. Big arm drag.
Beautiful. And another one.
2 for 2. And a drop kick. Jackson Hart bringing the thunder right now.
That's what we say, Ollie. I mean, this kid might be inexperienced, but he's in the best shape of his life, and he just studies constantly when it comes to wrestling. He's a student of the game.
Ducks under. Goes up.
Oh, look at that.
Nice Hurricane Rana. And again, this one spilling to the outside.
Hey, chicken. Whoa! Let's get in the ring, chicken.
And yeah, Jackson wants to capitalize on the perhaps dazed and confused mindset of Truman right now.
Oh, but cutting him off with that knee right to the midsection. Oh, Hangman's DDT.
Jackson may not know where he is right now. 1, 2. Just shoulder up. Rough landing for Jackson, and that's a game changer. And Truman again feels really hurt by this.
By what?
By all the behavior that the way people are treating him. Like, why are they on Jackson's side? He doesn't understand it. He wants people to be with him.
Well, maybe he wants to put some effort into winning them over instead of being paranoid all the time.
Well, I think he in his mind, telling the truth about what's going on is winning them over. He thinks he's setting them free.
Well, clearly
he's
not.
Transcending. Do you know what transcending is? Oh, that was a nasty kick. Oh my God! He
catches it though. Catches it. Spins him round.
Oh!
Clothesline to the back of the head.
And I think that title is really affecting his mentality. I think anyone who's been a Loserweight champion would feel the same.
Oh, big
man.
headbutt. This is the thing, almost mirroring the ticking time bomb championship. The sense of urgency we're seeing from Truman Roswell, because just desperate to shake that moniker of being a loser. Essentially, teach no one wants that.
Yeah, no one wants to be called a loser everywhere they go. No one wants to be billed as a loserweight champion. That's just not fun for anybody. As the way the belt was introduced, this belt is bad and you should feel bad.
You ask every former champ. 1, 2. And they will tell you it's the lowest part of their career. The belt they never wanted.
And Truman wanting to capitalize here. Trying to block out the crowd, but just can't seem to do it. Nah, he's just a little stinker.
It's the pin, 2. Kick out at 2 though.
And again, he's paying so much attention to the crowd, and I think that's going to hurt him. Jackson might have the inexperience, but he's got the passion, and he just feeds off the crowd.
Picks him up, but
rolls through.
small package, 2.
Oh,
kick
so
out.
close.
Oh! Discus clothesline. 1, 2. Shoulder up.
And this could be that factor. I was saying the experience. This is where Truman has been here before. He knows all the tricks. But the crowd so behind Jackson, and again, this could be the other X factor for Jackson. Is the mindset of Truman Roswell.
Picks him up, and this time opts to pop him up on that top turnbuckle.
Looks like he doesn't know where he is right now. Big shot. Truman just taking time to mock the crowd rather than, again, capitalizing.
Might not be the wisest idea, but either way, getting up to that top rope, front face hook. Could be looking for a superplex, but Jackson Hart showing some heart and fighting out right now. Drops down.
And there's a powerbomb position. Oh!
Couldn't quite get him. Don't think he got all of it, but
I think he got
enough
as well, yeah. High risk, high reward.
Both men struggling to get to a vertical base. You see the signs, the wear and tear from this match. Clearly showing on both men. Big forearm from Jackson Hart. Retaliation.
Palm strikes now. Oh, those hurt. Oh my God.
And this is turning into a slugfest now.
He can give him as much as he can take him. And all this for the Coburn Cup. To get to that final. Oh my God, what a European. Staggers him.
Oh, flying forearm from Jackson Hart. Sends him up and over onto the apron. Springs up. Oh, slingshot drop kick.
Kip up.
And a kip up.
Leaping forearm.
Flying again.
Very nice.
This is where Jackson Hart is dangerous. He's got a big tank on him. Getting into these late stages. Still got the energy.
Oh,
drop toe hold.
Setting him up.
Off the ropes. Tiger feint kick right to the face.
And he looks staggered, trying to create some space there.
And again, Jackson Hart going up top. Truman Roswell's in the danger zone.
He's going to fly. Front
Huge
splash.
front
Wow.
splash. Kick out at 2. And now it's Truman Roswell's turn to dig deep, show what he's got.
Big shots from Jackson. Oh, one big shot. He's going to go for another.
Big roundhouse kicks right to the chest.
Going for the big one, but caught by Truman.
Picked him up. Oh, radio silence. And again picks him up. Oh, my huge
God.
lumbar check.
And nearly had a 3 count there.
Shoulder up. It just seems that pendulum of momentum swinging back and forth this entire match.
And he's trying to go for sleeper agent. He couldn't get it.
Picks him up. Northern Lights. Northern Lights.
With the bridge, 1, 2. Just kicked out.
Kick out at 2. Now up on the top. Jackson Hart again looking to fly. Comes in. Meteora. Got hooked. 2.
No reversal.
Reversal. 1, 2. Rolls through.
Oh, went for the PK,
Ducks
missed.
it. Schoolboy 1, 2. Shoulder up.
It's getting down to the wire now.
Sends him into the corner.
Nice misdirection.
The back elbow.
Goes up. Oh my God!
Cyclone cutter.
What a maneuver from Truman Roswell.
1, 2, 4.
That was instinct. He kicked out on instinct and nothing more.
And let's face it, Truman Roswell could just about drape the arm over.
You could do that.
What a maneuver by Truman Roswell. And now, going for sleeper.
Sleeper agent locked in, looking to cut off the blood supply to the brain.
He's saying he quit, but I haven't heard anything.
Jackson goes up, rolls
rolls
through. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Jackson Hart picks up the victory.
Jackson Hart capitalizing on the momentum that Truman Roswell had, and it only takes 3 seconds.
There you go.
Wow, Jackson Hart moving on to the finals of the Coburn Cup, and unfortunately, that means Truman is still the Loserweight champion.
I mean, you got to feel for the guy. He's trying his best. But where does Truman Roswell go from here? Loserweight champion, out of the Coburn Cup, really down on his luck and teams. As I said, I don't care where you're from. All that matters right here, right now, is that Truman Roswell just can't shake that Loserweight championship.
Loserweight champion, the trooper, Truman Roswell.
Truman looks just devastated.
Dejected, but what can you do?
You got to feel for him.
I mean, you want to say better luck next time, but how many times can you say that if you're Truman Roswell?
And that's, you know, adding salt to the wound, unfortunately. Well, Truman just looks dejected, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of that match? Just don't bring it straight through whilst the match is going on. Could have been quite dangerous, that. But would you like another match?
Yeah, go on, Q. We'll have another one. Why not? I suppose.
So ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is another Coburn Cup semi-final contest.
So, Ollie, we know one half of the finals now will be Jackson Hart, which means this semi-final will fill the remaining spot, and it will either be Memes or it will be one half of the Saints of Sacrifice champions, Mia Cortez.
And the evolution from Mia Cortez really coming into her own as that Saints of Sacrifice champion. But a completely different challenge for her today, Teach.
100%.
For those in attendance and to all the fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live and in living color. It's time!
Every time I think about it, I feel like I know where to go. I'm a king of the road.
This is the taste
Orange Top, weighing in at over 300,000 followers.
Of course, Means got to do Pew's job for him.
Well, that is part of being on a power trip, part of being the ultimate egotist that Memes has become. He has allowed the persona online to become who he really is now. The ego has not just been fed, it has been bloviated.
It's been watered, it's
grown into an entire forest, and it's all named Memes. But make no mistake, he is someone to be taken seriously, and if you don't do so, you will find yourself on the mat.
Someone that has made the transition from tag team wrestler to singles wrestler, facing off against someone who essentially has gone the other way around.
Absolutely. Oh my God!
Taking her out from behind straight away, not even before the bell, Teach.
And I was going to say, one thing about Night Fury that makes them so good is that they complement each other perfectly, as any tag team should. You have Evie, who is such a phenomenal hold specialist, and you have Mia, who is a technical wrestler, hard-hitting, but it almost feels like it pales in comparison when you have someone who could just bum rush you like that. But now there's a disadvantage because that happened before the bell. And oh my God, just the humanity of Memes.
Mia Cortez was on the tracks. Memes is the train, and essentially there's only one way that's going to go.
This is already looking ugly.
Oh, wait, quick roll through. 1, 2.
No. Mia knows she needs to get this done quick. Big elbow. Rolls through.
It's up.
Oh, sunset flip.
Got the 1, 2. This is the thing, the size mismatch between these
nice.
two. Maestro Cradle 2. Kick out from Memes.
She's going to make him work for it if he wants that victory.
It's essentially, if you're Mia Cortez team, just
oh my God, what an elbow.
How do you combat the severe size mismatch in this match?
You do what she's doing. You try and go for every hold imaginable. You try and go for a quick pin, catch her out of nowhere. Because that's exactly what Jackson just did. Truman had the momentum and he caught him. It only takes 3 seconds. Memes looks extremely focused right now. No laughs, no gags, just incredibly focused on the task hand, which shows he takes Mia seriously, but also different attitude that we're not used to.
Yeah, the memes of old is long gone.
Clubbing blow to the lumbar of Mia Cortez. That's gonna hurt now. It's gonna hurt even more when this match is over.
Boot
to the sternum.
And now off the ropes.
Oh, no.
Oh! And a face wash boot. Straight across the mush of Mia. This is the thing, memes.
Well, at least it wasn't a cannonball, Ollie.
True. Oh, no, you didn't just...
No, he
did
wouldn't.
Did you just curse it?
No.
Thankfully
but
not.
That would have been the end of everything. Oh. Big shot. Almost like, how dare you hold on to the ropes?
Oh, wait, reversal.
Pushes him
off
off
the ropes.
Oh, caught though.
Yeah, went for that flying crossbody, but no chance.
Oh my God! That was a nasty Samoan. That was all gut. 1, 2.
That just almost like a pop-up Samoan.
Yeah, the fact he drove his shoulders into her stomach. That's gonna wind you.
That's how Samoan drops work. And she's feeling it, Teach.
Normally we don't see a Samoan drop with such a weight differential like that. It has an added impact. Going for the mean cutter.
Drop kick.
Oh,
sends
meant to take him outside.
And this is the thing with memes. As soon, he's got that higher center of gravity. So once you do start to topple him, he's gonna fall.
Mia trying to get that second wind.
Off the ropes. Oh! Wait. Memes quarter. Memes quarter.
No. Oh, my God.
Spine first into the ring
and
post.
Dumped her on the floor. Oh, my God.
That was nasty.
And the best dressed referee, Nick, obviously admonishing him. That was a brutal fall. And not satisfied. Again, back to the bar. Just slams her skull into the top of the bar and dragging her like she's a piece of garbage. That's just not a way to treat a competitor. And now right in front of the crowd, just stomping a mud hole in her. Oh my God.
Just a straight up chop to the chest.
You could feel that, and we're 30 feet away.
Of the Saints of one half of the Saints of Sacrifice.
Oh, but missed this time. Mia needs to kind of push for every opening she can get.
Now making it back into the ring.
But Memes is still the fresher fighter.
This is it. Essentially, he can take his time right now. Memes are just playing with his food, ultimately. Oh, wait. Mia Duckstone.
Oh,
another
nice
drop kick.
Mia has got to keep capitalizing.
And another.
She's trying to chop the tree down, Ollie.
This is it. And
trying to fell the giant.
She's trying.
Oh,
big running knee to the midsection.
She's feeling it. She feels the crowd.
That's it. Feeding off the crowd, acting as their being the second wind, looking for a bulldog.
Oh, denied.
Just shoved off. Just shoved off. Absolutely no way.
More damage to that lower back again. Picks her up.
Her.
Oh, spine buster. That, well, an arrogant cover as well, but Mia will not go down like that. And this is ego, Ollie.
This is it, but you gotta speak to the heart and the resiliency of Mia Cortez.
Kicks him away, kicks him again. Now this is like some defensive maneuvers, just trying to get some degree of separation. And you know, when you pin a champion like that, one-hand pin, that's unbelievable arrogance. That was a nasty whip.
Absolutely. It comes in. Oh, wait. Mia moves out the way.
Mia catches, goes in, gut check.
Straight to the midsection.
She might be winded, but she is not down. Running knee.
Running knee right off the temple.
And me.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
and I think that might have stunned Memes.
Trying to get air back in the lungs, trying to get some adrenaline moving. Goes over. And precarious position. Oh!
Almost like a slingshot Bronco Buster.
Catches on the thighs, though. That's going to hurt the hips as well. Oh, but again, the superior strength.
It just seems that no matter what Mia Cortez does,
yeah,
Memes just able to power his way out.
Memes just looks frustrated. And it's not like she hasn't done damage, but it's just not the same kind of damage. 3 shots from Mia does not have the same effect as 1 shot from Memes.
Now,
but that doesn't mean that she can't win it.
Oh, there you go.
With a bulldog like that.
Just use some science, trigonometry your way out of it. 2.
Oh, but foot on the ropes. Too close, and she can't pull him away.
Essentially using momentum to her advantage. Top rope, diving bulldog. That'll get the job done.
And both competitors are exhausted, but they know the victory can be coming away for that final in the Coburn Cup against Jackson Hart.
Looking for a Hurricane Rana.
No. That's a lot of height with a last ride. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of elevation. 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me?
Shoulder up again, the resiliency.
1, 2. No, she will not kick out. She keeps kicking out.
Just shows you how much this means to Mia Cortez right now.
That's 3 separate kickouts. That's a psychological aspect, but maybe Memes can't. Again, trying to grab the leg, trying to pick the leg, but Memes just saying no, just strikes.
Raining the pain down upon Mia Cortez.
Oh, but don't put your hands on the ref. Oh,
wait, and again, roll up. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
so close.
So close.
That could have been the last gasp, the last desperation for Mia Cortez. I don't think she knows where she is right now.
Yeah, the look on her face says that we might be right.
You can never count out. Me cuts her out of somewhere. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. No, are you serious?
Somehow, some way, whether it's through instinct alone or sheer resiliency, Mia Cortez finding a way.
You don't become a Saint to Sacrifice champion without that heart, that resiliency.
Exactly.
And Memes is learning now. Welcome to Sacrifice, son. This is what we're all about, pro wrestling with heart. And Mia Cortez is one of the biggest hearts out there. What is Memes doing?
No, come on.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not like this. That is not how you win a match in Sacrifice. That is not how you get through to the Coburn Cup finals. And the referee Nick looks absolutely furious and quite rightly takes it away. Good on him.
For the
wait, that was a distraction. No, he's got the belt. No.
Oh! Saints of Sacrifice title off the skull of Mia Cortez.
My God. 1, 2.
No!
Are you serious?
Kick out again. Mia Cortez is made of some tough stuff, and we are seeing it right now, folks.
And you can see that defiant spirit.
That wasn't about keeping Memes from disqualification. That was about saving the life of Mia Cortez.
Mia is going to go out on her shield if she's going out at all. Mean cutter.
And another.
Oh, but he's not done. He wants to put a stamp on this. This is a threat to Jackson Hart. This is a threat to Sacrifice. He's going up for it. Oh, my God. And that's the power trip.
Power trip.
No way to defend yourself. 1, 2, 3. I think something to note, sorry Ollie, I think something to note here though is it took everything and then some to put Mia down. And if there's any positive to take from this, it's that it took more than what Memes had in his capabilities, because he had to cheat to get that done.
I mean, he tried cheating, that didn't work, but in the end it was just that unrelenting force.
But that belt shot was the game changer, Ollie. I maintain that. I don't think that Mia would have gone down otherwise. But nevertheless, Ollie, we have our finals for the Coburn Cup. On one half, it will be the unrelenting Jackson Hart, someone who's just like Mia, who doesn't give up, who doesn't quit, who embodies Sacrifice's spirit. And on the other side, it will be the ultimate egotist, Memes.
Stage is set regardless, but we've got to give it up for Mia Cortez. Like you said, see, she kicked out of everything.
Everything.
Memes through the kitchen sink, she kicked out of that as well.
When you talk about being a Sacrifice Pro Wrestling member, when you talk about being a champion, you're talking about the best of the best. You're talking about an unrelenting spirit, and that is Mia. And if she wasn't already adored by the Sacrifice faithful, she damn sure is now.
Take absolutely nothing away. Severe size mismatch from the start, and essentially Memes proved he was inevitable.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your third match. Would you like your first half? Ladies and gentlemen, we've had several singles matches today. Would you like a tag team match? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first half. That is a Saints of Sacrifice #1 Contenders match.
There we go, Saints of Sacrifice #1 contendership.
As if it wasn't bad enough for Mia, she now has to see who's going to be potentially taking on those belts that they hold around their waist. Does Night Fury, and it could very well be these two men meeting them soon.
Sunset Skip. Sunset Skip and RJ Singh. Two guys that have literally done it all, and they've done it all by each other's side in this industry.
Sunset Singh, perhaps.
Sunset Singh, maybe? Who knows?
Either way, both these men have been around this business for much, much longer than you or I. There is not much they haven't done. But one thing I'm sure they would love to add to their trophy case is Saints of Sacrifice Gold.
They're just a pinfall away. Of course, RJ making his debut here, Skip making his long-awaited return to Sacrifice.
But they have no easy test in their first outing, Ollie.
Absolutely.
Possibly one of the most deadly tag teams in Sacrifice.
But almost like a perfect matchup right now. So we have two guys that have, been on the road together, been doing this by each other's side for years. And on the other side of the ring from that, we've got two guys that have grown up in this industry together and have done it all and traveled the road. It's the perfect partnerships right now. We talk chemistry, we talk synergy, we talk brotherhood. These two teams reflect that perfectly.
And the point of being a tag team, sometimes you get strange bedfellows, sometimes you get people that don't really gel, but in this case you have two guys that have known each other almost all their lives professionally, and two guys who have known each other all their lives personally and professionally. It's a perfect compliment.
So Alexander Hyde, Nathan Byrne, Guerrilla Warfare.
Going up against Sunset Skip and RJ Singh. It's a hell of a contest.
The King and Skip.
Oh, they're going to do rock, paper, scissors.
A nice sign of respect early on. Essentially, #1 contenderships on the line, Tej.
Yeah, it's an important contest. And Skip has got his shirt caught already, unfortunately.
RJ. I mean, you wouldn't have thought this would be a 3-man job, would you? And interesting that we're starting off, Tej, with essentially the smaller, lighter, and faster of both pairings in Nathan Byrne and RJ Singh.
I mean, it's quite a natural start to things. I think you want to save the big boys for later when things get dire.
Come on, RJ. You got this.
Nice little step over
toe. For the ropes, though. Very smart by the veteran.
Clean break from Nathan Byrne. You love to see it.
Okay, come on, RJ. We got this.
Another collar elbow, reversal into that waist lock.
And this early feeling out process is going to be the real use of it.
Waist lock takeover from Byrne, reversal
control
from
the
RJ.
Wrist. Very nice.
Roll through. And this is the thing, the athleticism, the speed, the agility, and the technical prowess of both guys right now.
And setting the pace is very important. Setting a standard is very important. This is technically RJ could be testing Nathan Byrne, saying, well, how much can you handle? How much do you really know? This is a sign of respect. There you go.
Reversal, sweeps the leg, rolls him through, Indian deathlock.
And Nathan Byrne cannot get to the ropes. And that's going to have to go round for it, and push down. And this is what I'm saying. This right now is an ego-based thing. This is showing off what you can do, and he's earned the right to be that.
Butterfly lock with that inverted Indian deathlock as well on the legs, just smart. But you could see.
And he has the right to show off a little bit, because that's what RJ's at that time.
Oh, the thing is, it's not showing off if you're just that good at it.
Absolutely.
I'd say this is just the tip of the iceberg if you're RJ Singh.
Yeah.
A man that's competed at Wembley Arena, has been on global TV representing British wrestling.
Seen it all, done it all, and still hungry for more.
This is the thing, when you're bitten by that wrestling bug. Oh, couple of quick, and just like that.
You can't stop.
The speed. You just notice how quickly the speed was just picked up there, and then.
Yeah, and RJ's gotten faster as he's gotten older. He's in phenomenal shape. He's working harder, wants to show his family what he can do. Very proud family man, wants them to see him win a title and show off that he can still go. And now you're seeing the two big boys from the respective teams, Alexander Hyde and Sunset Skip, the Hosses. Of course, Skip, the Pan-Arabian champion. I haven't seen him defend that belt at Sacrifice in quite some time. Ollie, you can do flips, right? You've been doing some training.
So what I do, my way of doing a flip is turn on the Xbox, put in a PlayStation, put in a game, and press the right button combination to do a flip.
You don't
right?
call for business time and then do a flip. No. Okay.
Why are you doing that? That's awesome. It might be funny to see you fall over. You're gonna get blocked. This is gonna be good. You ready?
Big shot.
And essentially, both men calling for this.
Oh.
And this is essentially right now, this is Godzilla versus Kong. I'll let you decide which one's which.
Maybe you should tell the audience, Ollie.
I'm not sure.
There's a Nigerian kaiju back there who might take offense to there being a Godzilla and Kong here.
Well, neither of these two are Nigerian.
They are kaijus.
That we're aware
but
of.
They are but they are kaijus.
It's essentially that's what we're seeing.
You have the Marvel. You have your Marvel thing. I have the MonsterVerse. This is my thing.
Two large units of men. I've checked the conversion. Both a unit. Two singular units of men inside the ring. How out of 10? What do you reckon?
I'd say it's about a 9.
That was a 9?
I'd say. I mean, can you do a cartwheel like that?
That was a 9.
That was a 10. What do you mean? Perfect form.
Poor Hyde, blown up after that. Take a rest, mate. Take a rest. Just tag out, recover yourself, regain your...
It's a lot of exertion.
Yeah. The big collar and elbow tie up.
Big boys doing big things.
Just absolute stalemate right now. Wait.
2 balls going at each other.
One step back from Hyde, one step back from Skip.
And looks like Hyde getting the strength advantage here.
Yeah, shove Skip into the corner.
This is a lot more methodical of a match than we've seen from Guerrilla Warfare. Taking their time, pacing themselves.
Well, this is the thing, and yeah, we talk a lot about how you can either lose a match or you can learn from a match. And if you're gonna pick up a loss, you got to learn from it. And Guerrilla Warfare, with every passing match, win, lose or draw, they're just getting stronger. The tactics are forming. Because, like you said, while Hyde and Byrne have known each other almost their entire lives, this team of Guerrilla Warfare still pretty fresh.
Ollie, I will say there's a bit of an ego thing coming out here now. This is starting to break down a little bit.
Off the rope.
And this is the thing when you have men so strong, one of them wants to know that they're stronger than the others. They don't want to accept that there could be someone that can knock them down.
That's Hyde said. Oh, Hyde gets nothing from that.
Still a stalemate. Oh, using momentum.
That was smart from Hyde.
Oh, and a quick tag. This is what we need.
Ducks low, ducks the shot.
Ducks that one. Quick kick, though. Stops him in his tracks. Kip up from Byrne. Oh. Oh, very nice.
Hyde goes up and out.
Byrne, the legal man, picks him up.
Oh, into the atomic drop.
Oh, has him prone.
Oh,
big shot.
Back elbow.
And RJ saying, get him in. I think he wants to get in the action. Bionic elbow. Now the tag made.
Tag made, in comes the king.
And now here comes the speed. Floats over 1. Just got the 2. And this is what I'm saying about good tag team wrestling, is you have different paces, different levels for each competitor.
You could say there are levels to this.
You could.
Oh, drop kick to the spine. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 for Nathan Byrne.
He doesn't let him go. Doesn't stop that pace. He's smothering him.
Tag made. Clubbing down on the spine. Oh, and another big elbow. Nathan Byrne now slowly starting to get worn down and down by this new pairing of Skip and Singh. As I say, they've been doing this for so long.
Big leg drop. Taught that to a certain wrestler.
I mean, we're talking about combined wrestling experience, probably more than I've been alive between Skip and RJ.
Maybe. I mean, you are only 28, so.
With a few years' experience. But one thing we know about Nathan Byrne, Oh, he's got a lot of fight in him.
Yeah, and it's getting knocked out of him one headbutt at a time.
You're not going to get that fight if Skip's giving you that Glasgow kiss.
Was that how the Glaswegians kiss?
Huh. It's a saying. 1, 2, shoulder up.
Oh, I thought you'd just been busy kissing some Glaswegians.
Nope. It's another word for a headbutt, mate. Another word for a headbutt. Just trying to...
you don't let me have anything, do you?
I might have a Glasgow kiss off Skip.
Big shot to the midsection.
Straight to the ribs. And Teach, we talk all the time about tag team wrestling, about cutting the ring in half, and we're seeing it right now.
That was aggressive.
Alexander Hyde's been stood on that ring apron for what seems like an eternity right now. Reversal on the way.
Oh, that was with authority.
Sternum first goes Skip, and you see that Nathan Burton used the momentum of Skip against him. All he had to do was tilt his hips, reverse that Irish whip, and the rest of essentially Skip did the work for him there. Tag made. In comes Hyde.
Oh, but that was smart. Immediately goes to his corner. Keeping him in that corner means that Hyde is at very close proximity to RJ, and that's, like I said, quick tag in.
Yeah, seen enough. Comes in. Oh, went for a crossbody, but Hyde caught him. Oh! Big fall away slam.
He's feeling that one. He looks terrified. I would be if Hyde picked me up like that. Oh my God.
T-bone suplex. Alexander, and this is the thing. Hyde's just been waiting on that apron. He is fresh as a daisy right now.
Both men trying to get some fire back in their tag team partners, but unfortunately it seems like there's not a lot of fire in RJ, or it's just not working.
Snapmare. Oh! Just chopped him out of his boots.
Went for the eyes. That's not
rake of the eyes from RJ
that
Singh.
Is not sportsmanlike. Not what I would expect from Singh. And tag made, and the momentum of this match has just changed.
Skip going up.
That's a very, very strange place to. You would think he would want to go for maybe something a bit more impactful, but still wants to attack the back there.
Just showing off that high-flying skill of Sunset Skip.
You know, he was a luchador at one point in his life. Trying to go for a snapmare of his own, maybe there.
Well,
it's a cravat
hold,
there
takes Hyde down. Oh, corkscrew elbow right between the shoulder blades.
Oh, that's a very, that was almost head scissors cover, very arrogant, and Hyde quite rightly slapping him for that.
Yeah, essentially took that personally.
There's something we're seeing out of these two in Skip and Singh. It's just a little bit, just starting to sense that they may not have the purest of intentions.
Tag made.
Singh back in.
RJ goes up top.
Big shot.
Axe handle smash to Alexander Hyde.
Look at this.
Choking out Hyde. Yeah, very uncharacteristic of RJ Singh. Chatting to the guy, you know, before the show, he's very respectable man.
We've called him many a match for RJ. He's been very nice, very friendly. As is Skip. It's not like them to sort of behave in this manner. Oh, grabbed him by the beard.
Yeah, just handful of hair from RJ.
Oh, and Hyde is getting sick of it, but kick to that already damaged midsection.
Oh, and a boot.
Yeah, it was like a shining wizard. Very nice.
the basement boot from RJ, and again with just this tag team synergy from Singh and Skip. You can kind of see the natural chemistry between both men because they are having the lion's share of this match, Tej.
Trying to lift the big man and can't do it.
Can do it. One,
2.
Shoulder up.
Trying to go for the tag, but Skip. Knee bar.
Yeah, grapevine the leg. Making sure that Hyde, that inch might as well be a mile.
Tag made for RJ, but denied for Hyde.
Then Hyde?
No.
The tag? No, I'm fine with that. 1, 2.
Just a 1 count.
Shoulder up.
Now just slowing things down, just going to punish him here. I'll bring him into no man's land. Another quick tag made. And Ollie, this is going to have a psychological effect on Nathan Byrne. He's having to sit and watch this.
But this is in Hyde's had exactly the same, and I guess the experience edge is showing right now for RJ and Sunset Skip.
I've got him.
Picks him in. Almost like a brain buster to Hyde.
And Hyde went out, not able to make the tag either. Another clean tag. Nathan trying to get him up. I think that's done some damage to Hyde.
And yeah, before he could even get back in the ring.
Seeing more and more of this, and now some tandem offense.
Powers through.
But misses one.
Both men meeting in the middle, all 3 men down, and now Nathan Byrne, the only man on his feet.
And Hyde crawling, just desperate to get it, but a farther crawl than what RJ's got to make to get to Skip. Might make it. Tag made.
Nathan Byrne in the fresh amount.
Gets Skip out of the way. Knocks down Singh.
And another.
Pushes him off and quick German.
Just stamping down on the fingers. A roundhouse kick to the face.
Kip up as well. Nathan Byrne is on fire right now. Singh wisely getting out of the way.
RJ out the way. But turns round.
We've seen this before.
Picks him
Suplex
up.
Oh, man. Over and down. He's about to go.
Into a buckle bomb.
He's not done. Hooks him. Gets him up.
Up on the shoulders, looking for a magic killer maybe.
My God.
Assisted DDT.
1, 2.
Skip just bundling Hyde in to break it up.
Nick nearly got crushed there. Hard to keep track of everything. And out goes Hyde. Skip looking to dominate. Bionic elbow.
I mean, true from Skip, but no need for that.
Yep. Big shoulder check. Picks him up.
Look at this.
Holds him.
Sidewalk slam, elbow drop, combo meal.
2. Now, Skip and Singh feel like they're in the driving seat. This could be it. They could be going up and taking on Night Fury, our next show. Hooked him. Oh, wait. Oh, just caught him, saved him.
Hiding arm. Now both teams going toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring.
This is that down to the wire moment.
Trading back and forth.
Oh, caught him. Super kick.
Caught Singh with that spinning back fist.
Both men down. They got to do something. Oh, what a kick.
Boot right to the face. Now Irish whip sends him in.
Skip caught him.
With a Uranagi in the...
Nasty Uranagi. Big elbow separates him there. RJ.
Boot.
Wow. Both teams are just doing so well together. And this is why tag team wrestling is such an integral part of Sacrifice.
It's been our backbone since day one.
Absolutely. Our first main event was a tag team contest. Something we carry with pride 5 years later.
Oh, this looks precarious now for Nathan Byrne.
Oh boy.
Hooked in.
Going over.
Huge superplex.
But they're not done.
Followed
RJ.
up. Sington bomb.
What a Sington bomb, and this could be it.
1, 2,
and just
Hiding to break things up.
So close. If Hyde had not been draped on those ropes, he would not have been able to break that up. High stake match, #1 contendership. And I still don't know who's going to get it.
Oh! Big shot from Hyde. But can he get the big man up? Picks him up. Oh my goodness!
God.
Huge power slam.
Oh, but Singh is primed.
Oh, he catches the kick.
Rolls him
Spins
over.
him out.
Oh, big knee.
And now up on the shoulders.
Oh, we've seen this before.
Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3.
We have #1 contenders, folks.
And there's that tag team synergy, that brotherhood that shone through for Guerrilla Warfare. Tease, that was a brutal match. They could have gone either way.
But that is the best showing of Guerrilla Warfare we've seen so far.
And biggest win of their careers here in Sacrifice so far.
And now we know they are next in line for the Saints of Sacrifice belts and Night Fury hold, and that is going to be one hell of a contest. But take nothing away from RJ Singh and Sunset Skip, who delivered a hell of a contest in their first time here as a tag team unit. And I hope we see him again.
Yeah, big loss for RJ and Skip. Not how you want your Sacrifice Pro debut to go.
What a nice handshake, a nice clean break after this contest. Oh!
Oh, now Skip!
Wow!
Let's talk about sore losers.
Both men cannot take the fact they lost. Have just snapped. And if you can't beat them, I guess, just find another way.
If you can't beat them up.
Well, if you can't beat them, yeah, I guess it's almost like you can't beat them clean, beat them dirty.
Oh, wait. Nathan Byrne with that steel chair, looking to save the day, but Sunset Skip, RJ Singh, the sorest of losers.
That is an unfortunate end to things after a phenomenal contest.
A phenomenal first half main event. But still the record book showing the new #1 contenders, folks. Guerrilla Warfare.
Bedford. You cheered for them instead of RJ. The word's pardon, you ignorant slab of humanity. You cheered for them over us. Big mistake.
But folks, that was the end of our first half. We have got that ticking time bomb main event, as well as Kingsley defending his Ultimate Sacrifice title. But for now, we celebrate with Guerrilla Warfare, your new #1 contenders.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had 4 amazing matches. We have determined the final 2 participants in the Coburn Cup final. More on that to come later in the week, I'm very much sure. We have new #1 contenders in Guerrilla Warfare for the Selection Sacrifice Championships. And we know that there will be another match this evening for the ticking time bomb championship. Now, I mentioned that championship. But there's something that's going to happen right here and right now. Are you ready for another title match? Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a street fight! And it is for the Ultimate Sacrifice Championship!
So folks, we're back after our interval. I'm still the Mastermind, Ollie Spring, still joined by TJ Lee and Tej. It was Kingsley that said to Frankie Vegas, bring all your friends, I'll fight you all. And we have ourselves a street fight.
Yeah, Palominos have been a problem for Kingsley for quite some time. And even though there's some cheers here for Frankie Vegas, he has not endeared himself to many people. He has had some, he's absolutely had some problems, you know, getting endeared to the fans. He really thinks he deserves to be in this moment. And he's a huge showman. He thinks that the spotlight should be on him and that he is most deserving. Obviously, Danny Mayhem not with us at the moment, and Palominos has basically become under the tutelage of Frankie Vegas. He's become the godfather of Palominos.
The pressure and the legacy of Los Palominos essentially falling on the shoulders and being carried by one man now, the Don of Los Palominos, if you will. But there's one man. If you want to talk about legacy.
I was going to say, you're the king of spreadsheet, Starlight. Tell us how long this reign has continued.
Count is now up to 825 days.
The longest reigning Ultimate Sacrifice champion, the hardest worker in any room.
Even the ones he's not in.
Yeah. And the man to beat. The breaker, Kyle Kingsley. Oh.
He said, wait a second. As if one giant hammer wasn't enough.
Oh, no, that's more like it. That is a man who has been driven to the absolute brink. Because when you are standing atop the mountain, the target is on your back constantly. And until we crown a ticking time bomb champion, this is the singles champ to beat. Everyone is looking at him. Everyone's looking at the mantle and the man who stands at the top of the mountain.
It was one hell of a match 825 days ago when Kyle Kingsley toppled the then longest reigning streak of Cy Gregory.
And for the announcements for this match, we'll throw it over to Chris Pugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a street fight, which means there are no countouts, no disqualifications. And it is for the Ultimate Sacrifice Championship! Introducing first, in equal as well as the challenger. He is from Bedford. He is in King of Sport style. Frankie Vegas! And now he's just getting quarters on the right. He's your current reigning and defending Ultimate Sacrifice champion from Nottingham. This is the Breaker, Kyle Kingsley!
So is Kyle Kingsley going to live to see 826 days as Ultimate Sacrifice champ and teach us to street fight? Anything goes. Is that going to play to the advantage of Frankie Vegas, or is that going to play into the hands of the Breaker?
I think you could argue there's an advantage for both sides. For Frankie Vegas, a man who has been at Sacrifice since day one. He's seen it all and done it all. He knows what's better. I'll go for the
straight out the gate.
Breaker.
Straight out the gate. Wait. What was that?
What the? Oh! Sheet metal.
Frankie Vegas knew it was coming.
He's waiting for it.
Shades of Bret Hart.
Oh! Well, there's the X Factor. Like I said, he's seen it all and done it all. I'd say for Kingsley, its anger is going to develop here, and it's how much he can control it.
Was looking for that Cyclone Arm Dragon. Kingsley saw it coming.
Backbreaker number 2, but this one hits.
Yeah, he's going to regret peeling that bacon tray off of his spine.
And we've just seen both X Factors, and this is Kingsley's. This is the anger, the passion of a champion. There is nothing you can throw him he hasn't seen before. When you go through Cy Gregory, you've been forged through iron.
And already this match spilling to the outside. Kingsley rearranging the furniture.
Getting close to us as well. It's it's almost like having front row seats.
Frankie Vegas perched on that chair at ringside.
Feel like he's being too nice here, is Kingsley. But actually, oh no, spoke too soon.
Comes round.
Oh my God.
Thrust kick to Frankie Vegas.
Frankie trying to get some distance, coming over to the booth.
It's going fine, guys.
You sure?
He says he's going fine. I don't know about that.
You don't look fine, buddy. Like, you sure?
The cables.
Oh, just strangling.
Oh,
strangling the champ. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, have it. It's yours. Jeez.
Pulled out the mic. Mic cables. I think we're still connected. Thankfully.
Who needs a spare cable, eh?
Wow, choking with it. And those XLR cables, they're thick. They are not meant to be around the neck.
Choking out our champion.
Round here. It's a bit tied up. Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, and humiliating him. Humiliating the champion.
Turning the lights out on the champ.
Oh, 1, 2.
2.
And how embarrassing would it be for Kingsley if that was it?
Let's get you back in so we can do more things to you, because I've got a lot planned.
Oh, it says that he still has more to go.
What we got under this side? Let's see.
Things finally making it back inside the ring. To the relative safety. Although,
yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing.
This is a street fight, so you never know. What is
is that exercise band? Is that an exercise band?
Tension band. Yeah.
Kingsley is very passionate about his workouts. He's used to these utensils.
Workout you. Oh wait.
Sometimes the gym is like a kitchen. You're cooking up something. You cook up a better version of you. Yeah, you can have that one for free.
Nice recovery.
Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, done it long enough.
It's got him tied up.
Oh! Shades of Piper. Oh my God.
Just hang out there.
And Frankie's not done.
What is he? He's got... Oh,
and that steel chair resurfaces.
The great equalizer. And Kingsley nowhere to defend himself. Oh, no.
What's he doing?
He's trying to position it above his head. Oh, boy. Oh. Going up. Could be going coast to coast.
Climbing those ropes, and Kingsley desperately trying to escape, but...
Trying to rally the crowd. Ever the showman. Oh, boy. And oh!
Nobody home.
Caught the leg as well. That's nasty.
Oh! Just whipping across the midsection with that tension band, and again, and again, and again, and again.
There's the rage, Ollie. There's the rage.
The frustrations from Kingsley coming out right now. Oh, low kick though from Frankie.
Oh, shoulder.
Shoulder first into that solid steel ring post.
And now trying to tie the hammerlock. Oh, trying to pull the arm back. It's like a Kimura lock. Now that damaged arm holding it again and now pulling in the ropes.
Absolutely nothing Nick can do right now. Oh! Boot straight to the arm. Nothing referee because essentially no
holds barred.
It's a street fight.
Yeah, and hyperextending the arm as well, and that means that Kingsley can't lift up Frankie and get that torque for the backbreaker. This is smart. Wrenching on that arm.
Essentially, yeah, Frankie's got a game plan.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Caught the kick.
Nice shot. Goes, picks him up.
Trying to,
again, just calms.
Trying to get him up for another backbreaker. Whoa, using his momentum. Using his momentum against him. Oh, there's that basement forearm.
Hooks the leg. One, two. Oh, wait. What? What's Ricky Calvey doing here?
Oh, Calvey coming out to interject himself.
There was a video up on Sacrifice's Facebook. You should check it out. There's a little bit of collusion between those two, and it looks like Calvey's joining Palominos.
Calvey and Vegas on the same page.
This cannot be the way that the Sacrifice belt changes hands.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my God.
So it seems the godfather of Palominos has been busy recruiting.
Crowd rallying behind Kingsley, but this is a 2-on-1 affair, and there's nothing the referee can do.
Goes up. Going to capitalize.
Oh, but again, Calvey there. The moment that Kingsley can get an opportunity, Calvey's just covering it.
Oh, wait, picks up.
Oh!
Backbreaker to Calvey.
Oh!
And this is now turned into a 2-on-1 mugging.
Going up again this time. Goes over.
Going old school, new school. Blockbuster!
Beautiful.
And look at this, Calvey getting in on the action.
More than happy to help.
The seemingly new member. Oh, Swanson, one of the newest members of Los Palominos, it seems.
A stunning maneuver. These two are celebrating, and Kingsley's got his hands on the sledgehammer. I don't think they've realized. They're calling for the tables, but I don't think they realize the danger they're in.
Wait, Frankie Vegas just launched Calvey into that sledgehammer attack. So much for friends.
The sacrificial lamb.
seems, yeah, newest member of Palominos, but essentially just cannon fodder for the breaker. Human shield.
Get them up.
Oh, couldn't see. Don't like it, but it's smart from Frankie.
That's a big old table. That's a lot of lumber in the ring.
And Frankie's got wood right there and he wants to use it.
Kingsley right now backed up against that table.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, pump kick. And it seems every time Frankie Vega's looking to take that final shot to put this match to bed, Kingsley has an answer.
And this would be the icing on the cake for the champion. If he can put him through a table, get the rest of that anger out and put this to bed. Oh, I don't think he sees Frankie putting his hands on the sledgehammer.
Work your leg.
Just making sure the furniture set up. Oh, there you go. And this is the thing. Frankie Vega's so beaten down at this point.
This is the moment. If you can get your opponent through that table, I think that's going to be it. But that's still positioned appropriately enough. And that's smart. Use the ring rope, try and get it to hold on that way. It might be a bit better.
Frankie Vega's looking in trouble right now.
Oh boy.
Trying to get him up.
Oh, big shot.
Big forearm.
And another one.
Oh, this isn't looking good if you're Kingsley.
This is a bad, bad place to be.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Kingsley coming back.
Boy. This could go one or two ways. Who is going to take the worst of it? Oh, boy. Precarious position.
High risk, high reward. Oh, and Calvey
holding the leg.
Calvey coming in again to the aid.
And oh, no. No.
Oh, look at this. No,
not like this.
Picks up Kingsley.
Not like this.
Oh, my goodness. Power bomb through the table. 1,
2. No, champion, no. Somehow, the breaker kicked out.
That was close.
Somehow,
Kingsley
some way, Ollie
just kicked out of the powerbomb through a table. Splinters in the ring.
Get him.
Oh, Ollie, you know your Lego.
I do, and I don't know where this is going.
Lego's for fun, it's not for violence,
it's
right?
It's for creation, not destruction.
There we go. Oh boy. You know, we've seen many a match in our time. We've seen barbed wire, we've seen thumbtacks, but I still would rather either of those than stepping on Lego. Oh no. Oh no. If any of you have ever stepped on an errant Lego piece, you know how bad it is. Imagine your body being thrown into that much of it.
No, come on.
Oh my. Oh God. He's confident, and if he can do this, if it weren't a table, then maybe some Lego will put the exclamation mark on this. Picks him up. Gonna go for jackpot.
Oh, look.
No. Oh, no.
Look at
no,
some,
no, no.
look at some vintage Palominos.
And Ricky Calvé removed from the equation. Oh, no. Oh, no. Revenge is about to be oh so sweet.
Picks him up. Spine buster into the Lego.
Oh, my God. And there's the forearm.
Basement forearm.
One, two, three. And that's it.
And still, Ultimate Sacrifice Champion, the Guerrilla, Kingsley!
And Ricky Calvé tried to make the save, and what a visual that was for Kingsley to be able to look him in the eyes and say, it didn't matter what you did, didn't matter how much you wanted to help, you won't take this belt from me. And at this point, Ollie, who is going to?
What is it gonna take? Frankie Vegas turned up with backup. He had a plan. He had a bacon tray strapped to his back to save him from the onslaught.
He put him through a table. What? He put him, wait. What's Truman Roswell?
What's Truman Roswell doing?
That's the Loserweight champ. What the hell is he doing?
Sleeper Agent!
Oh,
Sleeper Agent locked in! Sleeper Agent locked in,
what
our
the
champion!
hell is Truman doing?
Truman Roswell just knocked out our champion.
What on earth is he doing? He's asking for a mic.
There he is, man. There he is. The archetypical everyman hero himself, Kyle Kingsley. I know everything about you. You may have all these other people fooled, but not me. I know who you really are. And you, our new general manager, I know all about who really pulls the strings around here, man. I know all your secrets. Down the rabbit hole we go, man. Cast your mind back to 2019, Kyle Kingsley. You and me had a match, one-on-one, and just like today, I choked the life out of you. I beat you one-on-one. What happened the very next show, Kyle Kingsley? You were awarded with an opportunity at the Sacrifice Ultimate Championship. You earned it, man. But isn't it convenient? Meanwhile, I was lumbered with this curse, man, this affliction, this symbol of my oppression. And everybody's calling me a loser, man. I can't take it anymore, man. I can't take being called a loser much longer. I am gonna put it all on the line, Kyle Kingsley. You and me, once again, if you choose to accept. This time, if I win, not only do I get the Ultimate Sacrifice Championship, but you become the Loserweight.
That's a high stakes offer, Ollie.
All the marbles.
When I become the champion, you have no choice but to believe in Truman Roswell. Believe in Truman Roswell. Believe in Truman Roswell.
Truman laying it all out on the line.
Statement made, message sent.
And if Carl Kingsley accepts our anniversary show, it's a winner-takes-all affair. And one man will walk out the Ultimate Sacrifice champ. The other will be the Loserweight. I don't know about you, Ollie, but it feels like transcendence may be on the cards. And some truths may be spoken.
Well, for Kingsley, it could be from the highest of heights to the lowest of lows. But the gauntlet has been thrown down. And I think, Tej, you and I know Kingsley well enough by now. He's our fighting champ. I don't think he's going to take this lying down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a fatal five-way match, and it is for the ticking Timebomb Championship. There is a 10-minute time limit, and the pinfall or submission must be inside the ring.
So we heard it at the start of the show, folks. After our opening match, essentially ended in another time limit.
Oh. An outfit change and perhaps a mentality change from the protagonist, Hustle Malone.
Hustle Malone again. First entrant into the Timebomb, I guess maybe division match, contendership.
Well, you got to imagine, if he comes up short here, there'll be no way home for Hustle Malone. He is firmly set on winning that championship.
It was back in November. Back in November that we had the first match. It was Hustle Malone, it was Payne, and they went to the limit. If it was 10 minutes and 1 second, it would have been a different story. However, it's the man from the 8-7, Warren Banks. The man who took Jonathan Gresham to his limits.
One of the most spellbinding matches you will ever see. And as I said earlier, probably the most athletically gifted wrestler that you will see in this country with untapped potential, unlimited potential, I should say. But looks like there's a bit of an injury there, Ollie.
Well, it's the thing, I mean, already every single competitor, bar the 5th mystery man, has been through a match already today.
But Hustle Malone is keeping his eyes firmly on that area that he keeps, that Warren Banks keeps grabbing at, and he's gonna keep that in mind.
And no longer almost 800 days since the last time he was in a ring. Maybe 800 minutes. No, that can't be right. 800 seconds. Quick maths. I don't know. It hasn't been as long. A couple of hours ago.
800 minutes is 13 hours.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
And 800 seconds is 13 and a half minutes. So it's been a bit more than that.
I was trying to make it poetic. You ruined it.
You don't get that. You're not allowed. But still, going from 800 days to double duty, that is a factor.
And can Chase Williams pull it off? Fourth entrant in this match, but not the last. Are we about to see?
That's music I haven't heard in a long time. Oh my goodness, to borrow a phrase.
We asked what it might take, and it seems that a little bit of chaos could be the deal breaker.
Wow, I feel 4 years younger already. This is a throwback, but it is more than just some pain. It is a mentality shift for the inaugural Ultimate Sacrifice champion, the leader of Brick Lane. One of the most conniving individuals the Sacrifice has ever seen.
We asked what it would take to take home that Time Bomb championship. It needed something different, and essentially Payne has had 3 bites at the cherry and hasn't been effective enough. So this might just do it, folks. Payne, Hustle Malone, the inaugural pairing in this Time Bomb division. Warren Banks added to the mix. Chase Williams then added to the mix.
Now, who is the 5th competitor? Because that is the X factor.
Wait a second. Wheels up.
Well, we know that.
And I mean, it would make sense. Chase Anthony, our new GM.
He chose one of the most dynamic, technically gifted and passionate wrestlers that UBW has to offer, and has already made a firm name for himself at Sacrifice over the last couple of years. Who better to be the 5th member of the ticking Time Bomb Fatal 5-Way than Tommy Kyle?
Tommy Kyle, the top gun, looking to take his shot. Today could be the biggest day in Tommy Kyle's Sacrifice career. However, TJ, I have to point out something right now.
Go on.
Payne, first ever Ultimate Sacrifice champion.
Yep.
Hustle Malone, former Ultimate Sacrifice champion. Warren Banks, former Ultimate Sacrifice champion. Chase Williams, inaugural Saints of Sacrifice champion.
Yeah, there is, as I said, there's prestige upon prestige.
There is prestige. Is Tommy Kyle swimming out of his depths right now?
Maybe, but you are best thrown into deep waters in Sacrifice, and this is the deepest of waters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your main event, and it is for the ticking Time Bomb championship. It is your first contender number 1 in the corner to my right. This is the protagonist, Hustle Malone! And now to the left, this is the Nigerian Kaiju, Warren Banks! Also to my left, this is Chase Williams! And across the ring and to my right, this is Chaos Kai Payne! And introducing the contender number 5 across the ring and to my left, this is the Total Maverick, Tommy Kyle!
Stage is set, but Tej, we've seen singles, triple threat, fatal 4-way. Can this 5-man match?
Otherwise, you might be seeing a Sinister 6.
This is it. Result in a champion. At the 4th time of asking, are we going to see an inaugural ticking Time Bomb champion crowned?
Time is on, and we are underway. Our main event, and yeah, going for the rush. Oh, God.
You heard Banks suggest everybody rush him, and
and out goes the Nigerian Kaiju.
That wasn't,
And Chase going for the same thing. Nope. And now
CKP ducked the clothesline. Hustle Malone didn't. Off the ropes.
Oh, rolls through. And there is that athleticism. Oh,
nice
beautiful.
hip toss. Oh, and a drop kick. Tommy Kyle just coming straight out of the gate, starting strong, and ultimately he hasn't had a match already tonight. These four, the other four guys have been through 10 minutes of battle.
He's the freshest man, without a shadow of a doubt. Always training, always improving, and look at that.
But you take your eye off one man. Or you keep your eye on one and there's three others come in and stab you in the back. And just a trade-off of shots between both guys. Ducks around, ripcord. Oh, went for the meter burn knee. Oh, just the chop to the leg. And a dragon screw leg whip from Tommy Kyle.
Nasty. Warren Banks going to pull himself up by the ropes. Going to try and flip him up, perhaps. Just got it.
Oh,
saw it.
No! You just see that momentary hesitation.
Hustle Malone, though. Got it. Brainmaker.
Rolling elbow.
And Chase up there.
Oh my flying forearm. Tommy Kyle just taking rapid shots. And the Top Gun is grounded.
We're barely 2 minutes in, Ollie.
Well, this is it. This is it, folks. You've got 10 minutes. You have to get the job done quickly. You cannot afford to take your time. Leaping knee. Super kick.
Oh, caught the leg. Caught the leg going round.
Picks him up on the top.
Seen this.
Tower of London.
Oh, picks him up.
Rolls
Rolls
through.
Very nice. Not happy with one. Maybe going for another.
Again.
Yes.
And another.
But look at that. CKP rolling out. Smart decision. Tommy Kyle back in.
Picks up Hustle. Lands on his feet.
German.
Reversal. Back elbow. Here we go. Rebound. Lariat.
Picks him up.
Shigoroshi. Neck meets knee. Pump kick from Banks. And again,
over. Rebound, no.
Ducks it. Short German.
Good Lord. The speed of these two. And going for a deadlift German.
Puts around. Meter burn knee.
Finally gets it. Picks him up.
Michinoku driver.
God. 1, 2.
Super kick from Chase Williams.
Big knee from Chase. And right now they're just firing on all cylinders. This is what you've got to do, Ollie.
Off the ropes. Cannonball from Chase.
And as soon as one man's down, another one's in. CKP in.
And not only is this the rapid-fire nature of the ticking Time Bomb Championship, but it's the rapid-fire nature of a 5-way match.
And when Kai goes into this dark place, he becomes such a vicious individual.
Wait.
Oh my God!
Chaos Theory.
Doug Williams would be very proud of that, but it is just that viciousness that he presents when he turns to CKP. 1, 2.
Shoulder up.
Maybe this is what he needs in order to capture that belt. Who knows? But right now it's paying dividends for him.
Again, these two guys go way, way back.
Oh my God.
Brick Lane Team Mad feuds.
Hustle Malone sees an opportunity though.
Battling for hope.
We were here earlier.
Seems like the sequel is going to try and top the original.
Warren just saying screw it, and this time I think he's got a good hook on things. No pun intended.
Trying to power up.
Oh my God.
Can Banks lift 3 men? Huge Tower of Doom. That was 2 single-arm power bombs and a top rope superplex.
But Tommy Kyle sees something. We are halfway done, Ollie.
One way to break it up. We're halfway there, but nobody's living on a prayer right now, too.
I was waiting for you to say that. And still the freshest man is Tommy Kyle, but CKP first to get up outside of that Tower of Doom.
Just a pile of bodies between the only two men currently standing.
Shot to Chase. Shot to Kyle. Now it's tandem off. It's just
all 5 men just trading offense back and forth. Strikes, knees, elbows, forearms, clotheslines.
It's a merry-go-round to death. Out goes Tommy. Oh gosh.
Eats a knee.
Goes
Springs up. Oh! Guillotine leg drop.
Jelly legs is Tommy Kyle as he goes
Picks
up.
him
We go for the
Painkiller. 1, 2. Oh, Tommy Kyle.
It does seem on this occasion there's a bit more of a drive to get under that time limit. You do this so many times you get sick of it. Second painkiller coming.
Wait. Oh! Running boot from Banks.
Oh, he's going to go for that bullet vehicle.
He's got him lined up. He's in his sights.
We've seen this before.
Bullet vehicle!
Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Super kick breaks it up.
Again, Chase Williams in to keep his hopes alive. Could it be Chase's time? Oh, wait. Help to the outside. Blocks the shot. Oh, and then ends the Fury. And now Chase climbing up to that top rope. Comes flying in. Oh, another flying forearm takes Banks out of his boot.
But he rolls out, no pin, and we've got just under 3 minutes to go.
Oh, wait, look at a choke slam. Oh, choke slam to the knee.
Oh, takes off the pad.
Oh, get in the scene!
Super get in the scene.
1, 2, no! Williams. And if anybody knows how to kick out of that, it's Chase Williams.
Yeah, they've been down that road enough times.
Former brethren in Team Mad.
Hustle alone can't believe it. Now he's going to take his frustrations out on Kyle. Going for another one on Tommy Kyle. No.
Wait, reversal.
Oh my God.
Eats the ripcord forearm off the ropes.
Oh!
Rebound lariat.
What a beautiful rebound.
And off the ropes.
Springboard.
Cutter. High cutter. 1, 2, 3. We have a champion. In 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 45 seconds, and Tommy Kyle breaks the deadlock and becomes the first ever ticking time bomb champion.
What a contest, what a journey it took to get here, and it was off that springboard Kyle high cutter. Everyone fought their asses off, but it is down to timing, it is down to technique, it is down to excellence. And Tommy Kyle had all 3 in spades.
The ticking time bomb championship has an owner. Tommy Kyle just kicked in the door and picked up the biggest win of his sacrifice career.
And when you talk about this division, which is clearly about fast-paced, technical, hard-hitting affairs, you could do no better as a champion holder than Tommy Kyle. And I'll tell you something, Ollie, while he might have a target on his back, I don't see anyone wrestling that from him anytime soon.
Well, the unpredictability, the uncertainty of this belt and this division. We are flying into the great unknown. But the captain of the ship, Tommy Kyle.
And offering a handshake is Hustle alone, and that, you know what? After 6 months of doing this, that is the right thing to do. The right way to start this journey off. The right way to kick off the Ticking Time Bomb Championship. And the reign of Tommy Kyle.
And folks, what What a way to end chapter 35, the legend of the 10 minutes, than with the legend that is Tommy Kyle.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Folks, I have been the Mastermind Ollie Spring.
I have been TJ Lee.
And we will see you next time at Sacrifice Pro Wrestling. Good night.